So, good day everyone. My name is Yusuf Idi Maina. I am a blockchain software developer. So today in this video, we are going to learn how to write smart contract on Bitcoin SB using sCrypt. And sCrypt is a TypeScript framework for writing smart contract on Bitcoin SB. And sCrypt was invented and founded by Dr. Shawe, and this is Dr. Shawe. So what we need to start writing smart contract on Bitcoin SB is Node.js version 16 or higher and Git. Then you download the CLI and download the project, then you start it. So, and you can visit the official website of sCrypt by visiting sCrypt.io. So let me visit the site. Oops. This is the official site of sCrypt, and it seems to be not reachable by now, so you can check it later. So after installing Node.js and Git, and you will install the CLI by npm install -g script-cli. So this one will install the script CLI globally into your machine, into your computer. Then after that, then I already have it, and that's why I will not install it. Then npx script. For you to start the project, you do npm script -cli projects, then the name of your projects. So in this case we will say demo. So if you hit enter, this will create a new project for you and save it in your computer, and the project name will be demo. So after the installation, what you will do is to open the file. I already installed it. I have already created the project, and this is the folder demo. So under the source directory, there is a contract, then there is a demo. So there is a sample code in the file, so I deleted everything since I'm going to start it from the beginning. So now I will write a smart contract that will add two numbers using sCrypt, and we are going to deploy it on BSB blockchain. So a smart contract on BSB with sCrypt is like a class. So all you need is to export. Maybe we will need in another file, class, then the name of your contract. In this case, let's use demo, then extends smart contract. So a contract in sCrypt is a class that extends smart contract base class, so it must extend this smart contract base class. That's it. So, and there is what we call property. So property, we declare property like prof, then prof. So prof, then you import it here, prof, yes, then at prof. Yes. So the way you write so there is what called a property, and the way we declare property is by using a decorator and prof. So this is a property that you intend to store it on chain. So in this case, we'll say the property is x. So let it be x. Let it be read only x, and it is of type big integer. Then at prof, read only y, and it should be of type big integer 2. So these are the properties that I will store on chain, and they are stateless, since by default the property is set to false. So it is by default false. So when it turns to true, so you are making the property to be stateful, and it can be updated in a subsequent contract calls. So after the properties, then there is what we call constructor, and the constructor, this is it, and you pass all your parameters properties here. Then x of type big integer, comma y of type big integer, then so far, and all the parameters must be passed to so far in order as they are passed into the constructor. So in this case, we say x comma y, or we just write this dot arguments. It's okay like this. So then use this dot x equals x, and this dot y equals y. So we have initialized our parameters in the constructor. Then there is a function. So in this case, there are methods, and there are of two types, public and non-public. And the public methods is like a main in C or Java, and it is like an entry to the contract. So you can only interact with the contract with the public method, and a contract must have at least one public method. So we are writing it like at methods. So let me give an example of non-public method. So the difference between the public and non-public is the public method will have a public modifier, then the, let's say, the function name, while non-public, it doesn't have a public modifier, only the function name. So it is like this. Then let me pass like a big integer comma b big integer, data type big integer, then the return type big int. So this is a function or method that will add two numbers. When you pass two numbers to it, it will add and return the sum of the two numbers. So it will return a plus b. So this is what this function do. It will just add two numbers. When two numbers are passed to it, to this function, the function will add two numbers and return the sum of the two numbers. Then a public method is almost the same as I told you. The only difference is the public modifier. So with this modifier, a function tends to be public, and you can interact with it outside the contract. So let this one be sum. Then you pass the parameter, the arguments, since all this is a locking script, and here we are going to provide the all locking script. Since this function has the value of x and y, and this contract has the value of x and y, and it is a lock script, we can only interact with the contract if we can provide the sum of the numbers. But let me continue. z big integer. So, and also a public method doesn't have a return type, so you don't need to have a return type, and a public method must end with assert. So the last statement of public method must be assert keyword. Yeah, so assert, let me call this dot add our non-public method, and I'm going to pass the parameters. The value of a should be this dot x comma this dot y. So it will take the value of x and y and add it and return the sum. So, and also the z you provided must be equal to the sum of that two numbers, else you will get an error saying incorrect sum. That's it. So this is a full contract that will add numbers, and whoever provide the correct sum of that numbers can unlock the contract. So we are going to look how to test the contract, how to deploy it, how to test it locally, how to test it on testnet, how to deploy it, and how to verify it later. Thank you.